Greetings and welcome back to the Oxbow, and may the Forge be with you as well. Welcome to the Forge, and here we're getting a few things ready since I looked into the resource storage and we are low on axes, and we are always going to be wanting to gain some more production value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some bronze axes because they add a lot of. This guy is a chatty guy. They add a good amount of technology points. Now, is it the best thing? Not the best, but they will last longer, and I do not have enough stone to keep up with all the demands for things, so I'm going to keep up with the axe population through here. We'll use some of our stone for that, but one of our major problems here is that we have a lot of competition for stone with all of the many people who are doing stone knife production, which is great because we need the stone knives, obviously, but all those stones could be used for so many other things, like, say, homes. But we will get somewhere with this. Now, today, first and foremost, what I want to do is I have a plan here. We have the kitchen number 2 unlocked, and I really want to make sure that we can make good use of the kitchen. What I'm thinking is that I would like to try and see. I want to look at how good the flour can be used for making bread and what good we can do with that. So I want to just check that out real quick. That's my goal. Now it looks like they're keeping up on the manure production. The manure population. Ugh. And we're going to check on our wheat. We have so much wheat. Can I carry it all? I can carry it all. Nah, I can't carry all that though. And with the whole non-conservation of mass situation, I better be careful here. Donnie is overloaded, so I better not take Donnie for a ride. We'll never get anywhere. But Don's ready to go, you know it.
Coincidence?
Hmm.
I don't think so.
We have such chatty villagers. I love it. Well, hello. Oh, good morning, sir. Nope. Nope. The one guy who's not chatty. He's like, nope. Ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to you, man. I'm done. I'm going to go work. I'm just going to go, and I'm going to work. Well, you keep it up, sir. We're good with you working. All good. Bunch of traps to check. And, oh, look at you. Whooping things up. Appreciate you. But I need to do the whooping now. Alrighty, let's get some grain. And then we're going to get a massive amount of flour, which is going to be great. Alright, now you, obviously, I need that. And I am, at this point, massively overloaded, but it's good to go. Oh, of course not. It could be tasty, though. What makes it yellow? Is it Mountain Dew? There we go. Now we're good. Okay, Don should be able to teleport still. I didn't overload him to the point where he can't teleport, but I do need to just walk this way because he's not going to be able to carry me. And I'll go back and check those traps. I say that right now. I mean, I say that, right? I do say that. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that one goes. I'm pretty confident I will. Boop. Flower. Poor donkey. Johnny, I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oops, that was too much. And I decided not to put my bronze axes away. Uh-oh. Alright. Perfect. I'll have to go back and put those bronze axes away. It's going to be okay, though, because we need to go back and we definitely need to get water. Since there's always that whole thing where you need tons and tons of water for making the bread. So making bread's going to require us to have loads and loads of water on hand. Also, loads and loads of... if I can still carry more. Yeah. We'll go ahead and take out the torch from extra click. And we have a woodworking station not far away in case we need to, because we do. Absolutely need to. Turns out there's lots and lots of planks needed. Alright, upwards and onwards we go. Pretty sure I had a bunch of planks on the ground back there. Definitely did. Hey, hi there. You're doing great. You're doing great work.
An aspiring mule?
Oh, yes. Actually, very much so. Very much so an aspiring mule. You should see the stuff I carry. Grab us a quick drink of coffee here. Onward to finish the kitchen. And then the goal here will be to see who's our production specialist for this particular one. It's complete. Whoa, this is going to be interesting to see. I'm very curious. I am very curious. I haven't looked into how well flour can work, so we're going to try and see what can be done. Now, logs and planks are going to stick around in the inventory for a while, since we will have all that stuff just waiting for the decoration moment. It's pretty funny. We'll definitely use them at some point, but I'm not there yet. Now, the bowls, I am just going to leave these as a stack right outside, because there is no reason for me to... There's absolutely no reason for me to waste the storage space there on this stuff if we don't have to. Because I want them to be making the food. Make the food. Well is not a bad idea. They're telling me they need resources. Yep, because I just did all of the wheat, so that would definitely do that. Oh, duh, we'll be harvesting rye next season, so we're good there. Maybe we'll go for the oat. I don't think we're going to get away with the fertilizer. They just don't produce fast enough. There's that. There is that. And I can definitely have there be a conduit where I can have them making the flour. So that's an option. Oop, one more thing I forgot. Let's see here. There's the kitchen number 2. We'll drop this to 0 because we don't need to make such basic stuff anymore. Then the next thing is to check. Who's somebody who can test out in this area? Oh, that skill gain on the knives is just so good. Just can't get over how good that production, how well that works for gaining levels. It's real nice. Who's somebody I can replace? Ugh, what technology do I need the most? I really want the miners. I don't want to lose that because I want that tech up now. Hunting. Hunting is always the default one where I'm like, I don't care. I mean, it's just not the best. Doesn't raise very fast. Look at that. I mean, barely rising. Well, tell you what. Nope. Sorry, not trying to kick you out the village. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Let's try him out in the kitchen. Let's just try him out there. And I just want to see what he can do. I just want to test out some of this bit here. They have a little bit going towards there. They have enough that they can almost make that. Oh, I need to unlock the recipes, though. Right. So, with this... there we are. Let's try... 1 flour and 1 grain. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, right there. Eggs. Okay. So wheat rolls and oat rolls are conveniently kind of low, but their value's low too. Wheat bread is the most here. No, of course it's going to be that. Oh, 22, and this is 20. Not a big difference on those, so that's not going to be the best. I have rye coming out my ears, so that's not a bad one. Takes 2 eggs, though. Uses a lot of resources for not a lot of payoff. That's going to get double the money here. It'll cost us twice the oat grain, twice the eggs, twice the flour, for twice the result. And funny thing is, it's the exact same amount of food. Of course, there's different benefits for the bread, I'm guessing. So tempting. Alright, well, let's do a quick comparison. We got the money, so we're going for it. Check out these 3 and see what they look like. Oh, did I not buy white bread? Because this is super cheap, but it gets me 22. Let's see what we get for a comparison. What am I doing? So many clicks. So many clicks. Alright, so the wheat bread, we can barely... Ooh, man. 0.5% per. That's twice as much. That's a higher amount as well. Okay, so I can do the oat roll at the highest. The white bread, I wonder which one's going to give me the best tech, though, is the trick. I prefer to do the wheat roll because I just know that I have more wheat grain on hand. So this would get us... We could get ourselves 10 per day out of this. 10 per day. 10 per day. 10 per day with that one. Pottage, not even close. It's half. And then the white bread. The trick with the white bread is it takes so much more resources, right? I mean, you look at it. I've got to have twice as many eggs. Nah, it looks like the white bread's not the go. I'm gonna try this for our first day, just to test it. I haven't actually looked into the breads in quite a time, so we're gonna give it a go. Why not? There's no sense experimenting if you don't have any. You don't try to take the risk and give it a go. So I'm gonna give it a go. We're gonna need a lot more water, though, of course. So that's gonna be part of the day. Get a bunch of water buckets filled. Probably low on traps. Nope, traps are still good. That's good. No broken traps yet. Lots of random stuff that we can take. And we'll go from here to... I wouldn't mind finishing that quest up today, but I am a little concerned that we have a lot of tasks around the village that just need our attention. It'd be nice to get a little more on the fertilizer part done here, since this has gone a few days without me actually doing anything with it. And we get a nice chunk of fertilizer out of this. Now let's see here. We're starting to get overloaded. That's good. That means we get 30 fertilizer out of this one. Hey, get out the way. Whoa, deflected. I know. I'm just so rude. There we go. I do enjoy that there's a...
I should bring my relatives over.
Uh-huh.
Maybe not Cousin Marius, though.
No, you don't like Mattias? Alright. Well, let's see here. It's interesting that there's straw down here when there's poo. Oh, man. Tough times. Alright, let's head this way. I wouldn't mind getting a couple houses locked in, too. Just because we're going to need more villagers.
You look as if you're carrying 100 logs, but where are they?
In my pockets? You know it. And the backpack. You know, I have a simple backpack on. Did you see that? I carry a lot of logs in that one, man. Now, how? Don't ask the question how. Just don't ask the question how. Alright. Okay. Let's drop off these bits of fertilizer here. Be all set. And then gather up our buckets. Be set there. There we go. That's a good amount of things going here. And straw, wheat, and wheat grain. Lots and lots of wheat grain. We'll head down this way. Check in on the stone, too, because I'm pretty sure we're going to run low on stone at some point today. There's a lot of need for stone. And those production values are looking so good. Also going to need to make sure I drop off the axes. I make sure I actually have stuff put away. And the straw obviously is a thing. I wouldn't mind making water skins. As I looked at it, it didn't look like it got produced in a great rate. So it was very slow in how much it got produced. So I wasn't confident that that was going to be a good move. Alright. Check on stone. Do have clay. A lot of logs. Good. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, 111 stone. Not good. That's dropping fast. I mean, in the short period of time that I've been talking and doing and working here, I started at 180, and we're already down that far. So, yeah, we are going to need to do some work in the mines. So, I might just double check and see if there's anything left in the mine, and then go from there. I think that's the way to go. Oh boy. That'll take care of our day for us, I'll tell you what. Alright, I'm going to check in the mine here. We'll see how much more we can do in here. If it's already been mined completely out, which I know I got pretty darn far in it, then we're kind of stuck. If not, well, we'll keep on rolling. With that, I'll see you on the other side of a fast forward for this one. Alrighty, well here we are on the other side. What I did is I did a lot of stuff. So I got the mine, I was into the mine, and there's still a ways to go, so which is really great. There's still a couple pathways inside of there that I haven't fully mined out, which is nice. And the other thing that was really convenient was that we got there in time before we ran out of stone. Just in time, in a lot of ways of saying. We were pretty darn low. And as I dropped in 60 more stone, we are already dropped to 120. So, well, not 120, but pretty darn close to that. It went down fast. So now, what I'm doing here is I'm going to prep up for next season. So I think a lot of what needs to be done here, yeah, this is going to cost me a bit in the sense that, you know, here I am dropping off things and I'm going to finish some of these houses off, and it's going to be a, hey, you are going to owe more taxes. Congratulations. True, I will. But it is going to be worthwhile in the sense that I want more workers. That is where I'm at. So I'm going to just plop down some of these items here and get my overloaded donkey set up here so that next season when we start running around here, we'll be in a good spot for hiring on our next round of peoples. So we are not too far off at this point. And with the rest of this day, gotta prep this thing up. There we go. But I think I can do a lot of that work off camera, so I do think I need to focus on some of the what can I do while I'm here thing. And I know we are so close to finishing up the Saving Private Odker. And we did start it last time. Wouldn't be bad to finish that up. Let's get Don over here and see how much he's got in him. What do you got on you, Don? Nothing. Perfect. Alright. That being the case, we're going to check for how much water we have in our... Not enough. So we don't have enough water. Then what we're going to do next is we're going to just fill up those buckets. We're going to see if we can get to the private Odker thing. See what we can do. Oops, buckets are tools. Oh my, we have lots of buckets. I think that's going to overload us, and that's fine. Let's roll. Now we can actually ride the donkey to get to the place, but I left my donkey far away. Coming over, Don. Need you to follow me. We'll load up all these buckets, get them set, drop them off in the resource storage so that we're... Ooh, that's true. I have to figure out whether it's resource storage or food storage, really. So we'll need to have some sitting in the resource storage and some sitting in the food storage as well. Where's the peoples? I think it counts that way, right? We'll see. Now, hold on a second. What's the bee thing that I picked up a ton of? Oh, bronze sickles. What a silly man. Darn it. I wasn't even looking that much. I thought I had a ton of buckets, but it turns out I have a ton of bronze sickles. It's not looking like we're going to get to the Saving Private Odker thing. We have sun setting here, and this is going fast this day. Sometimes things pass by a little quick. That's for sure. Alright, I want to look and see. Water 891. Let's do a quick test. Yep, so we have to put them in the other storage. Okay, that makes sense. You just want to double check, just in case it actually allows you to draw from here. Okay, that being the case, we need to ride the donkey this time. Where are you, Don? Where are you? Let's go. Now we'll ride. Alright, so the water for our bread making is going to have to be taken from there, from the resource storage, or we can just drop it off in the kitchen. Can I use the workstation on donkey back? No.
Let's go.
And it makes sense. I mean, honestly, not surprised. But hopeful. Was definitely hopeful. Alright, we'll get more buckets. Buckets upon buckets upon buckets. Buckets of water. Someday, buckets of milk. We'll be looking forward to that one too. I am carrying too much. Oh, you know it. That's a regular occurrence, my friend. So many stones. Oh, and there's another person. We have lots of people who love staring at stones. Alright, my concern with the buckets of water is that I don't think they actually take them from the food storage. Pretty confident they don't, actually. So let's just do that. And there should be plenty of water in here at this rate. Done. Okay. Now, where are we at with our water demand? We're just fine. It looks like I can only build 11 more buildings. Interesting. We'll have to see about raising that capacity. Now, there's no way we're going to get to the Saving Private Odker. So what I think we'll do instead, what we really need to focus on, is we need to get this village up and running as best as we can. So that means more of these things getting finished. So I think what I'm going to end up doing here what I'm going to end up doing here, better off to say, is I am going to get these houses done. It needs to be done. We need to be ready for the next rotation of workers. And that's going to turn this episode into a really fast one, it turns out. Now, I want to get more stone from in here, and I want to get more mining done, since we've got the ability to do so, and we still have stone in here, and I hate to waste it. We'll get Don to follow us in. As long as he starts walking now, he should be following us the whole way in here. And with that, I guess we'll do a quick summary of what's going to be next. And that is to say, we're going to have another round of go find more villagers. And that's going to be at the start of spring. Also at the start of spring, going to be all about checking that board to be sure what kind of quests we've got. I want to see if our son is old enough to walk yet. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we've only got 1 year on him, so, I mean, he's 0 right now, which means he's not even gotten through his first year, which I believe will be true that he'll be 1 year old after this season. And I don't think in this game they have him walking at 1. It would be pretty impressive. I mean, that's pretty good pace if you're walking at 1. That's good to go. It can be done. Definitely kiddos who've done it, but still. Let's see here. And other than that, it's all about automation. Now that we've got a bread maker, I'm curious. We'll check here real quick. Get some more of this stuff all processed into the inventory. Chipping away at the old mine. Check with our awesome constellation view. Nope. Alrighty, let's check and see what our baker did. Barely any gain in skill. It's obviously his first day doing it, and it also is... It's his first day doing that. And it wasn't like he worked a full day, but it doesn't really look like he actually produced much. It doesn't look like it actually went very far. Donnie, where are you? You're supposed to be following me. Darn it. Usually when I press G and I have him walking at me from a distance, he must have given up. I must have been too far away. Because usually, he kind of just wanders behind me the whole way in. And then I can have him kind of tail me the whole way. And then once I get to a point where I'm overloaded, he's there. And I can just turn around and land everything in Donnie's inventory. Alright, well, we'll get this stuff all taken care of. I did craft some more axes so we could get a little more tech. And also just have nice axes. I think our villagers have earned the right to use nice axes. Alright, let's get ourselves out of here and head back up. See you on the other side of the fast forward. Welcome back. We have a mystery of a stolen truffle pig, it turns out. Somebody down in the town is saying somebody stole their truffle pig. But we are here. I have a load of stone. I have a load of resources. I also need to grab this load of meat that was sitting in here. We need to move this out, since that's not the place for that. Alright. With this. So here we are at the end of the day, obviously. There's a lot of stuff in Donnie's inventory. I've loaded him up as best as I could with all of our ores. Now, I wouldn't mind. I certainly would not mind if we could get 1 or 2 of those houses done. And I do have everything down there to make it happen. So, let's see here. We'll get the copper ore in there and our salt. I'm glad. We have a lot of salt now. We're sitting in a good spot where once it's time to start crafting salted fish, which is going to be the go-to, I think, we are going to be good to go. We obviously need another building to make that happen, so it's a ways off. But it is not too far off. 89 stone. That's going to be a challenge. Next season, that's going to be the big limiter. It's going to be the fact that I have basically no stone at the start. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to get Don and I down to the waterfront. We're going to see how much we can expand our village down there. And I do want to think about this whole idea of a resource storage up in the main plaza area, the mid-level. Since I keep walking past that area and being sad that I don't have anything right next to me that I can just immediately access. Right. Donnie, this is where we drop off. And where we start making ourselves set up with our stone hut. I've seen people decorate this one in a unique way. I should really think about that one. The tile, I could actually save a lot if I just went with the standard tile, honestly. If I did that, I would save more resources. The happiness could be made up for in other ways, I believe. Wouldn't be a bad idea. But I'm not exactly short on... I mean, honestly, I'm not exactly short on those resources.
I don't know about.
That's the thing. So I don't feel like I'm shy on logs. Like, that's not the thing that's limiting us here. Like, I got plenty of planks. I am good on those. What I'm not good on is stone. It's going to be challenging. Alright. It's going to be tricky to get all that stone that we need. Let's get all these things done. Not bad. Getting closer. Oops. You there. Indeed. Aha. So much more stone needed. Look at all of this stone that I'm about to pick up, and it's so not even close to enough. Alright, here we go. This ought to be one house down. Oops, that's a swing and a miss. There we go. One simple house. Boom. Grab a couple stones here. Take this. Hey, wait, what? Do you say stone? Yeah, come on over. Tell me where it's at. Show me the secret of where the stones are, milady. Let's see here. Now, if I go like this, I can actually have a window on a side where nobody else has a window. If I did that side this time, we'll do the other side the other time. Let's get our tile on there. And we can get our walls in and our... No more thatch. No thatch roof cottages. We do not need Trogdor coming in here and causing a burnination of our area. Alright. Gotta tell you, again, public service announcement. Rye beer for the win. Carry so much stuff. Carry all the things. Rye beer. There you are. Nice little advertise. Nice little advert for rye beer. You would make... Oh, I'd be yours, huh? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I don't know, ma'am. You got a person you're living with. I don't know. You see what you want to do with that guy. Okay. Now, here we are exhausting most of our stone use. Let's see where Donnie is at. Donnie has stones. Just enough to make it work. Come on over, my donkey. Oh, that's the wrong move. Boom. There we go. Ha ha ha. Can't be having a wattle top. Can make that the name of my village. Wattle top. Welcome to Wattle Top, where all of us have a wattle top. It's the only part of the house that has wattle, and it's right on the top. Maybe like looking like waffles. Waffle top houses? I should make my own wattle house, and it should be... I should leave one of my kitchens with wattle, and nothing but wattle, and I can call it my wattle house, and it can make nothing but pancakes. That would be awesome. I would be okay with that. There we go. Another house down. Don, what are you doing? Donkey, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Crazy donkey. Alrighty. Well, with this, we're getting the stones. Where's a nice place with tons of rock on the ground? The mine is gone. I mean, we have exhausted the mine. We have gone through as much as I possibly can in this season to get stone. I am so looking forward to when we have workers who can gather a lot more stone from the mines, and once we have a mine, since that's going to make things so much better for us. I mean, really, that's going to be a big game changer. I happen to love the stone fence as a decoration. I think that's the thing I'm going to end up going for around all of our fields. It just looks right, you know, it just looks right. So that's going to be a demand, a huge demand for stone. I'm really looking forward to having our producers all the way leveled up to 10 at some point soon here, so that we can start focusing on that decoration. But I know Dwayne John will be like, dude, why are you even thinking about decorating at all when right now you are in the challenge? You should totally be focused in. You should be focused in on getting the technology up. And you know what? Yes, absolutely. But I am looking forward to the decoration later. All right, let's see how far we've gotten ourselves towards the end of the day. Let's see what this stone gathering did for us. Because we are definitely coming up on the end of the day. And it's going to be time to wrap this up and start my day here where I'm at. We have 2 hours to go. We'll try to finish one more house and get us to the edge of spring. And I think we'll be pretty close, given how many logs we have. We are set on the number of logs. Spend too much time gathering stones and won't be able to finish this house up. But 61 stones later, I think we can actually get that last one done. Or it's going to be darn close because of the base. Ah, yes. Nope, we're going to be low on logs. And that's going to be... that'll be the stop point for us. Let's do this. And yep, that's going to be the stop point for us. We're going to end on needing more logs, and that's what it is. Okay, not bad. Not bad, though. I think we made good progress today, considering there's a lot to do and a lot of stone to have. Something's wrong. I didn't do waddle here. There we go. Alright, let's just get our stone planted in there handedly. Don's laughing at us for trying to get those last bits in. Get this plank set up going on. Alright, this one will be easily finished next season. Okay, perfect. Logs, logs, logs. Stones, stones, stones. Yep, not too bad. Not bad on stone. Well, y'all, that's going to wrap up this episode here. I'll do just a little bit of polishing up. I'll see if I can grab the logs quick enough to finish this up. But I don't really think we have much of a chance. So, it will be a pleasure to see you next time around. I do also have this meat that I have to drop somewhere, so there's that as well. Alrighty. Take care until then. Great to have you here. Always glad to have you here. Look forward to seeing you next time around. Take care.